Hey everyone, got some Doom SnapMap action about to take place. A little bit of intense music in the title screen. So what my goal is for this session is going to be to take a look at all of the hell tiles and decide which ones I like and decide which ones I don't. And you can join me on my voyage through SnapMap Doom Hell tile sets. And I'm going to talk about ideas that I'm having for the layout that I want to build and how I'm going to build it, because I'm actually going to follow a different pattern this time around. So with that said, I'm going to create a map and I'm going to make it a very thing. I guess it'll just be basic. Alright. Down. Alright. So I'm gonna do a little bit of time lapse. I think that's going to be a good idea because yeah, there's an awful lot of tile sets, and yeah, tiles, not tile sets. So I'm gonna be focusing on all of the hell tiles through each and every one of these. So this is a hell one, this is a hell one, this is a hell one, this is a hell one. This is all just gonna be going to hell. I'm deleting everything, because none of that shit is needed, and I could replace it in like 5 seconds anyway. So like, we got, I mean, what are we doing here? We got 3 here, 1 here. I don't think there are any. This is a classic. I think that's classic. Alright, and there's a bunch of hell tiles here. Bunch of hell tiles here. Wow, a whole bunch of classic stuff there. Bunch of hell tiles here. This should be pretty interesting because some of these look really badass, or at least they look really badass from above. And then there's a possibility of doing a transition between, yeah, do like a portal to hell or something like that. I wonder what that even looks like. I'll start that off as my first entry into the foray. What are we dealing with here? So we got, that's pretty fucking wild. Alright, so the goal ultimately here is going to be to build a single player level. Although, I mean, I guess I have to kind of get an idea of like what people really want though, because I want to make something that feels like it's, you know, part of the game, not like some stupid mini game or something like that, which I think, as far as I can tell, SnapMap is inundated with all kinds of random weird stuff, which is fine, but I want to get to the meat of the things. So yeah, you play a SnapMap that I made, you're getting more of the game. Period. End of fucking story. Alright. This looks pretty cool. Okay. So, time lapse. Alright, so what my original idea was to do a, what's commonly referred to as a model farm, or like a farm, basically, where I can look at all of the different tiles. I very quickly ran out of memory because these tiles are fucking huge. So, let's take a look at the ones that I've placed so far. Oh. I'm already over like size limit. Since this tile I know isn't really all that cool. Yeah, alright, that should get me under the limit. Okay. Let's just run through these so you can see, and I can decide which tiles I like. Just judging by how fucking huge these things are, the ones that I've already placed, it's gonna be a bit of an interesting experience to pick which ones I actually want. But I'm definitely leaning in the direction of starting the level off um, in this tile set, and then transitioning into hell. So like you get your machine gun. I want to kind of give you a standard arsenal: a rocket launcher, machine gun, and shotgun, and then you just move in. So I know this way is a dead end. Wow. All I gotta say is, holy shit. Now I was looking through the, I don't know if you caught it on the time lapse, but I was also looking through the props, and it's like they were like either they were listening to me or the community agreed or something. But the types of props that they added are phenomenal, perfect. Like I can use those kinds of props to build even more level geometry and stuff like that. They have rocks, they have pillar pieces, they've done just a phenomenal fucking job with this. I really should have been keeping on top of it a long time ago. I don't know how many months behind I am on all of this. This is like old news for most people, I imagine. This tile is fucking awesome. There's room for little secrets. You know, one of the things I really love about the Hell tile set already is that it fits the this sort of feel to it. The tech levels, I forget what they were called, but the first tile set that was introduced didn't, you know, none of this shit really made any sense having these kinds of spaces, but in Hell this fits perfectly. So my thinking is that I'm gonna go through as many of the tiles as I can and look at them. This one is pretty fucking awesome. That's a pretty meaty tile set right there. Let's see what we got here. Alright, this was just a connector so that I can continue on. Also very cool. I'm gonna pick the tiles that I like, and then I'm just going to put them together in a way that I feel can be, you know, will have a really conducive flow to it. And then I'll figure out what happens in each of the tiles then, like at that point. Like, so I'm going to build the flow first, and then I'm going to make the combat. But I'll have a sort of like a general idea of what I want to do, standing in blood, of what I want to happen in each of these areas. And so far, I am impressed. This shit looks fucking awesome. This really does look really awesome. I almost feel like these tiles, you probably need maybe 2 of these, and you got enough already just to have a level. I definitely see myself killing a lot of Keiko demons and stuff with rocket launcher. So apparently the weapon wheel and everything like that is in SnapMap now. I'll have to set all that up. I'll figure that out later. Oh shit. Wow. Wow. This fucking, man. This looks fucking awesome. Okay. Got all this going on here. I almost feel like something is gonna jump out at me. Seriously. Huh. Alright. Man. I can imagine the combat in these areas is just gonna be... I imagine everything's all set up so that the monsters know how to navigate, and it's gonna be pretty fucking interesting, man. What's going on here? Huh. Now let's see what's on the other side. It's kind of sad that I can't just have a level that goes over the limits, just so I can like look at all the tiles. Because really, I mean, in all honesty, like seeing the tiles personally gives me a much better idea of what I can do with them, rather than just like looking at them in a giant list. This one is fucking phenomenal. Whatever this one is, I'm keeping it. Oh, there's a giant like dragon bones or something, man. I just stepped into Skyrim. Slightly prettier graphics. Do I have the graphics maxed out? I think I do actually. I don't know. It seems a little blurry actually. What's here? There's a whole underneath section. Wow. So there's a door over here. This area. Oh man. Look at this shit. Okay. This is just an underneath section here. No other doors. These tiles are pretty big. I like this one a lot. Giant Gears of War blocks. Yeah. So one of the main things that I'm looking for right now is tiles that will feel good to revisit, because I need to have central hubs. At least 2 central hubs, and then combat areas off to the sides. So like you get a key, you're introduced to a door that you have to open, you get a key, you come back, you open the door, you fight stuff, you get another key, and then you circle back around. I want to get a little bit of that action, so I have to find stuff that fits that. Anyway, alright, back to placing stuff. Oh, silly me. I forgot to keep going a little bit further. There's another area over here, and this one has 2 entrances and a pretty interesting underneath area going on. I think I looked at this already in a previous video, and that's pretty interesting. So that goes through a cave here, and then this is the final one, which I think I recognize. I'd imagine some of these pieces were actually just sort of pulled from single player, but I really don't think this one was. And that one has 2. I need to keep my eyes open for connectors that have 3 and 4. So I have 3, 3, 3, 2. Alright. I'm gonna have to delete these so that I can make room for new ones. Alright. Back to fast stuff. Alright. So outside of a few connecty pieces, kind of curious to see these anyway, but I'll check those out in a second after that. But time to run through these to see what these areas look like and which ones I'm going to keep. I really like this one. I really like this one so far. I'm jumping in, going to take a look at these, and some of them are called arenas. I'll take a look at those, get a decent look at all of the different connectors and stuff like that. Those are probably going to be fairly boring or, you know, superfluous. Alright, so I was kind of thinking the idea of having, you know, you go right into this like big entrance like this. The only thing is it's maybe a little too grand. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Alright, so if I go this way first. Yeah, see? This is the kind of nitty-gritty kind of area. It's very porous, it's very... The flow could be very effective, though I didn't take damage. The flow here is really good for what I would consider sort of a meat and potatoes sort of central area. The only problem is that there's no real landmark, really. A player is probably going to get fairly lost running around in something like this. Man, I hope there's a mini-map, because I really don't have faith in a lot of people's abilities to navigate. Let's see. Let me take a look at here. Alright, so these are some of the connecty thingies. I have to make sure that this doesn't happen, because there's a room over there. There can't be sky here. This is just a really tiny connector. It's not... Not super terrible, and then some of these doorways can stay open. Alright, this is pretty cool. I like this. Yeah, alright. I'm going to be using this one. Oh, pretty generic. Will work. Ooh, this could work. I like this one a lot. This one just has a great feel to it. In fact, I can almost imagine a skull key like in here or something like that. Alright, and this one ends here. Man, these maps are gonna be fucking sweet. I just feel like it's gonna be so straightforward to like get really amazing combat into this and really just pace things out in such a way where you're scrounging for ammo and you're surviving fights and trying to figure out where to go next. I'm gonna have to be careful about that. I don't think you get a mini map in this. This area is pretty fucking cool. I flew around it in the editor earlier. A little cautious about the idea of having an under area with slime like that, but I don't know, maybe it could work. Maybe. Ew. It's pretty fucking cool. Pretty cool. Once again, pretty cool. Gets the job done. Gross. Makes me want to eat spare ribs for some reason. Man, this is pretty trippy. This will be great to have sort of as a transitional area. Ooh, you know, I actually like this better for the first entrance. Yeah. Okay, so like I leave this door open, and like as soon as you come through the hell portal, you'll have this tile. Oh shit, you know what? This is accidental part of the map. Frankly, as far as I'm concerned, these two tiles right here, plus leaving this door open after a transition. Because now I have a central area that you can revisit, tricks and traps kind of a scenario. And I like this because it's just an area where I can put loot. You go this way. Yeah. Alright, and all the way on the other side of the map, surprisingly enough, I can fucking figure out how to navigate this maze. You know, it's a bad sign if you're designing the map and you get lost in it yourself. It's a really bad sign. Okay. So over here were all of the big arenas. Okay. Can't say I'm disliking this. This is definitely an arena. Look at that. I could actually picture myself doing several levels for this. There's just so much to work with here. This is a great area for fucking insane combat. In fact, you know what? It's a shame this only has... Wait, there's a door here. There's a door there. I have a central area. I can work with this. I can so work with this. Oh, this is fantastic. Like you walk in from one angle, like yeah, you walk in from one angle. You see this. There's a blue door. There's a red door, and then there's like an exit door over there. Wow. Yeah, you know shit's about to get serious if you walk into this fucker. This is a room right here where there's like, depending on how many props I place and stuff like that, I could probably get away with making a pretty interesting combat area. Wow. Some of this is just pretty breathtaking stuff. I like the Hell tile set. I really do. Put a soul sphere in the middle there, grab the soul sphere and everything just fucking goes to shit. Oh no, spoilers! This is also a central area. So the arenas are fantastic central areas. This is a good starting area for when you want the player's path to branch out in different directions. And then use the key cards to figure out where to go next. And I think that was it. Pretty sure that was it. Let me just do a quick double check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. So this guy is really cool, but it's too much. What I'm looking for is this guy right here. Leading directly into this guy. Okay. Now I'm really loving this one. This guy right here. Don't really have much for this. This one could be another map. Or maybe a later section, maybe. Alright, I brought that back. The only thing is I don't want to have too many central hubs. What is this one again? This one is... Okay, another one of these really neat areas. But I was feeling a little iffy about having this slime. Not in the first level, not in the first one. I really, really like this guy. And all the connectors, you know, it goes without saying, they're all good. They're all going to serve a purpose. But there was one connector that caught my attention because it just... it spoke to me, you know what I mean? It said something. It said, I'm gonna make you eat spare ribs. Alright, now this is not in any way indicative of any layouts. Now I really liked this one, but until I saw this one, there was really no point for this. So let's take a look at this from the start. Alright, we got here. Yeah, so, alright, as long as this door is open, so like I'll set this door. No door, right? So yeah, so like you go through, this door is closed, right? So you go in, and like I might have to rotate this so that it's a little too much. There we go. No, I don't want that pillar like that there. Let's try this again. That's a pretty neat angle. That's sort of not what I wanted though. So I guess this is the best angle here. Yeah, alright. And then you have the different doors going to different areas, the different key card doors. And then see, this area here can connect to, well, I don't know, I'll have to figure out in my head, but I think I have a pretty good idea of at least some of this. Now this area here, I liked this area, so that's a connector that I'm probably gonna snap onto something. And what was this one again? Not really necessary. And God, I hope I can select it. Alright, cool. Yeah. Don't really want something like that. What was this one again? Okay. Yeah, I like this one as well. Especially the idea of maybe something sitting on this. I think this video is already too long. So with that said, I think I now have some general ideas. But one of the things I wanted to kind of show is that the process of this is that I picked certain tiles that I really want. Yeah. And this will be the first connection in. Starts off light combat, and things, you know, start to get more and more intense. I'm probably going to equip you with the weapons that you need fairly early on. So I want you to have a rocket launcher, a machine gun, and a shotgun, and then I'll give you a double barrel or something like that fairly soon. That's my update on this so far. Stay tuned for more. I will be actually blocking out gameplay, but the first thing I'm going to be doing with this is I'm actually going to go over with you the flow that I'm going to be intending. So I'm going to build all of the connecting areas and then show and talk about what I have in mind for each of the areas, and then I'm going to begin fleshing them out one at a time. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more.